Hey guys, welcome back to the front line. It's your girl Shamar. Come on in the cabin, pull up a seat. Guys, I love the Torah. Y'all might not know that yet. I hope y'all do. But I love the Torah, man. Every time I open up this book, I see something new, guys. If y'all don't mind, I'm going to actually prepare me something while we talk. Guys, every time I open up this book, I see something new. Now, one thing that I really like, right, guys, is biology. Right, guys? I like biology, and I like anthropology. You're probably wondering, why does Shamar like biology? Because, guys, there's something hidden in this language that I wish y'all could see like I do. I'm gonna do my best to make this very apparent to you guys. Sometimes I don't even know where to begin, guys. Like, I know I can see it clear, and I'm hoping I can do that for you guys too. But, guys, some of our best lessons aren't even planned. You think I'm lying? The serpent. I did not plan the serpent. Had my eye on it for a little while. Kind of knew that something was there, right? And I'm like, what am I seeing, right? And then out of nowhere, mother just threw that right in my lap. It was a Friday evening, guys. We were going right into Sabbath. I couldn't believe it, right, guys? So I'm going into this episode feeling a very familiar feeling, guys. When our mother gives me something, boy, I am always thankful. Now, this episode, guys, whether you know it or not, is actually being guided once again from our two favorite people who are always guiding our lessons secretly over here, right, guys? I'm telling you something. I believe that mother puts people in your path sometimes, man. And, of course, Unifierce is my sister, so she has to be in my path, right, guys? She's one, without a doubt, that I know mother has put in our ring, guys. You know, that papal bull, that's from Unifierce. That's what guided that one. And shout out to Kevin Grant, because Kevin, you and Unifierce are always guiding something. Y'all plant little seeds, and I appreciate that. Because today, Kevin, we're going to get into one of your righteous men. I didn't even plan this, guys. I kid you not. It was something Unifierce and I were on the phone with, and I decided to, after I got off, this word was nagging me, right, guys? So, like, long story short, I know y'all want to know, how does this pertain to the Infinity Stone, right? What are you talking about, Shamar? Right? Get to it already. I got y'all. Hold on. So, this Infinity Stone, right, guys? It was something about the word living that was nagging me to death, right, guys? And I was like, the mother of the living, right? I know y'all are like, no, not Genesis 3. Just a little bit, guys. Not a whole lot. Just a very, very little bit. Okay, guys? And then I'm going to show y'all how all of this ties together. This is my second recording of this, so we got to get busy, guys. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. Hold on one second, guys. Let me show y'all something. This definition of living, right, guys? I wanted to look up the definition of living, and you guys know when I do this photo thing, I can't highlight, right? But I got smart. I highlighted it before I saved it. All right, guys, but listen, I want y'all to look at this definition of living, the etymology here, right? It says living, alive, not dead. Also, residing, staying, present particle. I like that present particle, guys. It sounds very biological to me, right? Sounds like that Mighty X to me. Replaced Old English. lefend, living, having life. All right, now check out this highlighted area, guys, of water constantly flowing, late 14th century, a biblical idiom of rock and stone, etc. So, guys, what are they telling us here? It's a biblical idiom, i.e. rock or stone, in its original state and place. From Latin use of vivis, in reference to unwrought stone, guys. Now, when I started researching this word living, I did not know it was going to give me such a big breadcrumb, guys. This, for me, shocked me. I'm researching living, guys. Why would I think that the word stone and rock would be in here? Let alone an unwrought stone. Do you know what an unwrought stone is, guys? It's an uncut stone. So, Eve is now... Oh, well, wait, guys. I want to finish that because this is going to lead us to something else. Let's finish the whole paragraph, right, guys? Living dead was used from 18th century in various figurative senses. Those who, though dead, live in their writings, etc. Sounds like Aesop to me, right? With his sour grapes, right? That's all in our Torah. Nobody ever thought about why is this title of a book referenced as a saying or as a proverb? Right, guys? Nobody ever asked themselves why. Proverb is a book, guys. Right, guys? Come on now. Nobody ever asked themselves why it's saying that. It's saying right here that the living dead, those who, though dead, live in their writings, guys. Didn't I tell you that Aesop wrote those fables, guys? He's still living, ain't he? All right, let's get on out of here. Let's keep on going. From 1919, in reference to those who have died and been revived. From 1971, in reference to zombies, vampires, etc. Okay, guys? I think it's real strange that that word zombies would be in there, guys. I'm going to show y'all why, but let's keep going. Eve is the mother of the living. We see stone. We see an unwrought stone, reference to Eve, right, guys? I'm going to tell y'all why that bugged me. I've only seen a reference to an unwrought stone somewhere else, and if anybody's a really big Torah reader, this might be jiving with you already. Let's see. Eve is the mother of the living right here, guys. I didn't go to Genesis 3, but we talked about it real briefly, right? This is what's got us going to this study, guys. All right. She's the mother of the living. Oops, I opened up the wrong one. Let's go to Daniel. Shout out to you, Kevin. This is one of our righteous men, right, guys? If you watch my show that I did already called Job, a righteous man, you'll see that Job, Daniel, and Noah are our righteous men, guys. They are one of the three that would make it out of here. It doesn't even say their sons would, guys. It says only them could they deliver. They can't deliver anyone. You know why? Because the instruction of the Torah is from your mother. Let's go. You think it's a joke. Come on, guys. Let's keep going. Daniel 2:31 through 45. I'm going to take y'all on this journey. I hope y'all just trust me for a second. This might be long-winded, but we get into that infinity stone. Trust me on this, guys. All right, so in Daniel 2:31 through 45, Nebuchadnezzar has this dream. He sees the statue, guys. You all know this, right? Now it's going to talk about 4 kingdoms. Guys, that's 4 ages. This ain't no mystery to me, okay? When you got the golden, the bronze, silver, and iron, right, guys? These are ages. Come on, guys. Notice they didn't throw the Stone Age in there, though, did they? You, O king, were watching, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose splendor was excellent, stood before you, and its form was awesome. This image's head was of fine gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, its feet partly of iron and partly of clay. You watched while a stone was cut out without hands, which struck the image on its feet of iron and clay and broke them in pieces. Then the iron, the clay, so hold on, where'd it go? This thing just did something funny, guys. Then the iron, the clay were right here. The bronze, the silver, and the gold were crushed together and became like chaff. Chaff is synonymous with dust, guys. It's the same word. From the summer threshing floors, the wind carried them away, so that no trace of them was found. And the stone that struck the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth. This is the dream. Now we will tell you. Now we. Who is this we, guys, if Daniel's telling this dream? It's wisdom, guys. This is the dream. Now we will tell the interpretation of it before the king. You, O king, are a king of kings. For the God of heaven has given you a kingdom, power, strength, and glory. And wherever the children of men dwell, or the beasts of the field, or the birds of the heavens, he has given them into your hands, and has made you ruler over them all. You are this head of gold. But after you shall arise another kingdom, inferior to yours. Then another, a third kingdom of bronze, which shall rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be as strong as iron, inasmuch as iron breaks in pieces and shatters everything. And like iron that crushes that kingdom, will break in pieces and crush all the others. Whereas you saw the feet and toes, partly of potter's clay and partly of iron, 10 toes, guys. The kingdom shall be divided, yet the strength of the iron shall be in it, just as you saw the iron mixed with ceramic clay. And so the toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of clay. 10 tribes, guys. That iron is the woman. Trust me on this. So the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly fragile. You know why it's fragile. They came in and made your kingdom fragile. You don't respect the woman. They made your kingdom fragile. It was not fragile initially, guys. But you wanted to be like other nations. So now you have what you wanted. A nation that debases the woman. It's not egalitarian here, guys. There's no co-ownership here. Let's keep going. Whereas you saw the feet and toes, partly of potter's clay and partly of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. Yet the strength of the iron shall be in it, just as you saw the iron mixed with ceramic clay. And as the toes of the feet were partly of iron and partly of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly fragile. As you saw iron mixed with ceramic clay, they will mingle with the seed of men, but they will not adhere to one another, just as iron does not mix with clay. And in the days of these kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. It shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Inasmuch as you saw that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it broke in pieces the iron, the bronze, the clay, the silver, and the gold. The great God has made known to the king what will come to pass after this. This dream is certain. and its interpretation is sure. Yeah, guys, you saw a couple of mentions to this stone, right? That was not cut with hands. Here it goes. Without hands. It's going to go from a stone to a mountain, right, guys? The stone first starts out as a stone, then it becomes a mountain, right, guys? Where is it at? You watched while a stone was cut out without hands, which struck the image on its feet of iron and clay. This is the living, guys. Yeah. Right there. 10 toes, 10 tribes. Clay is the man. The iron is the woman. Without the woman, you can't not mix. We don't have a kingdom, guys. And I'm going to prove this to you. Y'all keep hearing me talking about the woman, and it's not to trump myself up above you men. It's to tell you that I was supposed to be beside you. But somehow, you ran amok, kicked me out of that. So mother's coming to straighten all of this out, not to worry. All right, guys, let's keep proving it. Let's get to that infinity stone. I know y'all are waiting. How does this all tie together, Shamar? Stick with me, guys. Let's go to Strong's 60. Because now I wanted to know what was a stone, right? What is this word for stone, right, guys? You won't believe it. It's EBEN, guys. Who has been saying the word Ezer to y'all? Put that word together. And you got Ebenezer, the stone woman. Ezer means woman, guys. Why have they been putting that word Eben in front of it? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what you guys, but this is an interesting journey because guess what? The stone is a feminine root word, guys. Look at that. I ain't making this up. That Eben is a feminine root word representing the stone right here, guys. A primitive root word, a stone. Says, look, cornerstone that the builders rejected. You rejected the woman and everything, guys. This has been your world. Death, hailstones, linked lapis lazuli, isn't that sapphire? They're going to tell you that that's linked to the man later on. I'm going to show you guys. Look, rocks, stone cutters, stone masons. That stone mason, no one's linked to Solomon, guys. His mama linked him to that one. All right, guys, let's keep on going. Y'all think I'm making this up? Let's see if we see that Daniel 2 linked to it then, right? Because if I'm not making this up and if that stone isn't feminine, I won't see Daniel 2 linked to it now, will I? Hail is like a stone, it says. A limestone. Okay, so now when you see this for the masculine, for the man, if it's ever mentioned for the man, you're going to see it right here as a heap or a mound. For the woman, you're going to see stone, and it's linked to Daniel 2:34. So you tell me, am I making this up? Carbuncle. Isn't that the main stone in the ephod, guys? Y'all better do your research. They're hiding stuff from us, guys. Major stuff. Genesis 2:12. The onyx stones are there. They're feminized, guys. One of the stones of the palace. Look, all of these references to stone, guys. Didn't Abraham make a pillow out of a stone, guys? What is this? Look at this. A pillar. Hold on to that word, guys. I told you you're going to see this word a lot linked to the feminine. A pillar of stone. He poured. Is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. It's a feminine root word, guys. You know, wasn't Moses told to talk to a stone? Well, what did he do? He struck it instead, huh? Let's keep going. Let's get to this infinity stone because I'm taking y'all on this journey. Hold on to everything that I'm showing you, please. Do yourself a favor. Why do I keep opening up this wrong one? I'm going to go to that next, guys. Let's go to the mountain, right, guys? Because we saw the mountain. Mountain is masculine. And that, too, is linked to the Daniel 2:35. It's a stone. It's not masculine. No, 2:45 is the new mountain. The new mountain. It says there's going to be a stone that comes out of a mountain. A great mountain and filled right here, 2:35, and was cut out of the mountain. Right here, guys. What is this telling us, guys? I'm going to show y'all what it's telling us. Keep going. Now, this is going to take a different turn. You guys are going to want to know, what am I doing? Where is she going? All right. Stay with me, please, guys. Don't leave. Trust me. The best is at the end. All right. Shout out to Kevin, because Kevin mentioned this Henrietta Lacks, right? But y'all, wait till y'all see what Universe sent us, guys. You ain't going to believe this. All right. Who is Henrietta Lacks? In October of 2021, the University of Bristol installed on its campus a statue of African-American woman Henrietta Lacks. They're telling you that this is her name, right? She's an African-American woman. Her name is Henrietta Lacks. Let's keep going. It says the unveiling came. Now, they unveiled this statue amidst a year of celebratory events. It was in 2020, right? What did I say? 2021? Lauding the life and legacy. The year 2020 marked 100 years since her birth. And 2021 is 70 years since the untimely death. Well, who was she? And why do we remember her today? Good question, guys. Let's get to it. All right. As history tells it, a family-oriented woman, resilient, hardworking, and loving, Henrietta was born Loretta Pleasant as one of 10 children. To her loved ones, she was Henny, daughter, wife, and mother. How do you get Henny out of Loretta Pleasant? Can somebody tell me? They said her name was Loretta Pleasant. Why have we been calling her Henrietta Lacks? Let's keep going. Let's get down to here. Henrietta's cells. Well, let's go back up because I want to lead y'all into that. As history tells it, let's go back up to here. A family-oriented woman, resilient. Oh, yeah, we read that already. Let's get down here. Henrietta is remembered as a woman who loved her children, dancing, cooking, horse riding, and fashion. She moved from Virginia to Baltimore in 1941 before developing an aggressive form of cervical cancer. We know over here that a virus is an obligate parasite, a single-celled organism. It's living. Right, guys? So what was this aggressive cell that was inside of her? In 1951, the cancer killed her. Later that year, age 31. But Henrietta Lacks soon after became a pillar. Didn't I tell y'all they like that word pillar associated with the woman? She was a pillar of modern science when cells extracted from her cervix without her knowledge were found to thrive in a lab setting. Henrietta's cells were, by all accounts, the first immortal cultured cells ever discovered in biological research. They found the first. It's not her cells that's immortal, guys. It's the disease. It's the cancer cell. Cancer has its own DNA. Every virus has its own DNA and RNA. What is this thing living inside of her that has its own DNA? that is immortal. Didn't it tell us in the beginning, the serpent, you won't surely die? Let's keep going. Let's get down here. Okay, a history to be heralded. A statue of Henrietta. Remember, guys, her name ain't Henrietta. Her name is Loretta Pleasant. Is by Bristol-based artist. Okay. Let's get down here. Henrietta never gave consent for her cells to be used for research. This is true. What were they looking for, guys? Let me tell you. There is a historical disconnect between the astounding nature of HeLa cells and the life of the woman they came from. HeLa cells. Almost sounds like it's something different, right, guys? HeLa. They told us that HeLa stood for Henrietta Lacks. But we just found out that it don't. Where's her name? Here we go. Loretta Pleasant. Her name is not Henrietta. So what is this HeLa? I'm going to show y'all what this HeLa is. Shout out to Unifierce. Right? Because it told us here there's a historical disconnect between Henrietta and the HeLa cells and the life of the woman they came from. For many years, the original source of the cells was misidentified as Henrietta Lakes, Helen Lane, or Helen Larson, preserving the anonymity of Henrietta and her family, but perpetually erasing their history and their contribution. Now they want you to get sad about it and focus on the fact that you got to be on your bed. Now they want you to get sad about it and not focus on the fact that they have actually changed this woman's name to fit their purpose. That was not her name. Sorry, guys. Gavin had a bee of all things on his bed. That was not her name. Okay? So now I say to myself, what is this HeLa then? Right? So shout out to Unifierce, man. My sister's on a roll too. Y'all have no idea. Check this out. Now, I made a Marvel connection myself, but I ain't make this one. But I did just make the connection with that name that they're trying to do. And I did just make the connection that what they're telling us is that she has an immortal. She has an immortal obligate parasite living in her that now they have made medicines out of. What is this aggressive serpent that is living in this woman? Let's look up the HeLa, guys. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one. Let's look up the HeLa. Because shout out to you, Unifierce. You found this one for me, and we are on a roll. I'm trying to tell you guys, we are a nation. To keep this going, guys, we got to work together. Send me whatever you got. Check this out, guys. You want to know what that HeLa represents? Notice, too, that in here, look at her. Here's your HeLa. In the Prime Marvel universe. In my mind, this Prime Marvel universe is the prime. It's the primordial, guys. This is your pre-existence. Guys, let's keep going. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You think I'm joking? Let's get on down to this HeLa. Look, she's everywhere. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. HeLa. Let's go. Affiliation, gods of Asgard, Hell Lords, the Black Order, and Thanos. Oh, she's married, guys. It's a female, and she weighs 500 pounds. She's got green eyes and black hair. Unusual features. The left side of her body is dead and decayed. However, when wearing her cloak, It appears alive and healthy. What's her cloak? Is this the skin that she's taken over when she's inside of you? This is the gathering of the dead. This is her quote, guys. If you liked it, there would be something wrong with you. Only HeLa likes it. And it's not a matter of whether she likes it or not. It must be done, and done swiftly. For there are worse fates than hell. Quote. Let's get into the early history of HeLa. HeLa was originally the artificial black infinity stone. Isn't that nice? This is where the stone comes from, huh, guys? Bet you wanted to know where I was going with this. Created by the then All-Father, Bor Burison. He had his magicians create the stone in a forbidden area in Niflheim. Guys, Niflheim. Do you know what that Niflheim sounds like? If I try to highlight it, it won't let me. There we go. It sounds like Nephilim, guys. Don't it? Niflheim. It sounds like Nephilim. But we're suddenly attacked by the mad Titan Thanos. And then here we have this word Titan associated. We know that that word's associated with Nephilim. It says that, oh, I did not mean to go to the galactic seed. We might need to go there in the future, guys, but we're not going to do it now. It says he sought to get his hands were right here on the stone, but was prevented by Bor and his Valkyries, utilizing the galactic seed and the eternal flame. It says they created the stone to act as fuel. Thanos came to confront them, then the stone transformed into a baby girl. Thanos sought to sacrifice her in order to gain her power, only to be stopped by Dr. Doom. This sounds like a comic book, guys. But where are they getting this? Where is their inspiration for this, guys? It says here, Lhasa took the newborn HeLa through time, resulting HeLa becoming a teenager before leaving her in the care of a young Loki, who raised her together with his lover as their daughter. All right, they got different narratives here. The Queen of Hell, the three Asgardian goddesses of fate. Check this out. World War II. Why would World War II be in here, guys? What were the Nazis up to? Weren't they conducting all these medical researches? During World War II, HeLa's mind was controlled by the Nazis, and she was forced to fight the invaders. Interesting stuff, huh, guys? I want to get down to this infinity. HeLa stole a piece of Odin's soul while he was on the sea of eternal night. This created the powerful entity called Infinity. HeLa then unleashed it upon the 9 realms. Infinity came to Odin and took over his body. HeLa killed Thor, but he was restored to life by the sacrifice to the Silent One. HeLa was then slain by Odin to save Thor, but was restored to life as there needed to be a natural balance of life and death. HeLa later managed to kill Thor by putting humans in danger, but restored him to life after Lady Sif offered to die in his place. Guys, HeLa was later forced to join a conspiracy of Loki and Tyr. Reminds me of Tyr, the Prince of Tyr. We won't get into that either right now, guys. Alright, guys, so this just opened up a literal can of worms, guys. And the Hell Lords. She attended a meeting with the Black Lords, Satanish, with the disturbance created by the newly resurrected Magic, who was looking for the Soul Sword and the Bloodstone. Look at this mess. Utopia Necrotia. Necrotia sounds like necromancy. Sounds like necro, dead. One, dealing with the X Factor. Oh, I didn't see this, guys. She's dealing with Eve in this one. The X factor, guys, that's your mitochondria. HeLa continued to operate and prey upon the weak in Las Vegas when her servant, Pip the Troll, escaped with a pendant, rendering him invisible to her. She hired X factor investigators to locate him, which they did successfully. Look at HeLa. She all dolled out and ready to go. Ready to terrorize. Bet you she don't look like that when she inside of you. Let's keep going. Fear itself. Oh, what's this? When the serpent. Why would the serpent be in this story, guys? When the serpent stormed Midgard. That's Earth, guys. And planned on destroying Odin. He tried to ally himself with HeLa. The reborn Loki informed Mephisto, who was HeLa's landlord of sorts. We're going to have to watch these guys. So they couldn't help Loki against the serpent, guys. Y'all think I'm joking? Look at this mess. Why is Lee in here? Why is Leah in here? Loki accomplished the final task he had to fulfill, fixing HeLa's hand, when he helped Master Wilson overthrow. Where did I just take myself, guys? I don't know, guys, but this is some interesting stuff. HeLa's downfall. Guys, we're gonna have to watch this. The last days. Look at that. When the final incursion drawing near, thus the end of the universe, King Loki made a deal with HeLa and Tyr to unleash the resurrected Midgard serpent in an attempt to destroy Earth and thereby save reality. To this end, HeLa attacked Asgardia. This is some crazy stuff, guys. I can't even get too deep into this because this is going to give me a headache. So yeah, Leah is in here, guys. Loki arranged for HeLa to drink from the Holy Grail, and her hand was restored. However, HeLa's hand returned at the expense of Lee's life, who was after all HeLa's handmaiden. This is interesting. Guys, we just opened up a can of worms, literally. So we'll just keep digging on this Infinity Stone stuff because I got a feeling that I understand this so much better now. Listen to this, guys. Isaiah 66, 16 through 24. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. All nations and tongues. Okay, guys, don't get confused. And I will set a sign among them. And the nation, Tarshish, Pool, and Lud, that draw the bow to Tubal and Chabon, to the isles afar off, that have not heard my fame, neither have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles, and they shall bring all of your brethren for an offering. See, we used to do offerings to the Creator. Unto the Lord out of all nations, upon horses and chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to my holy mountain, Jerusalem, saith the Lord, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of the Lord. Right, there won't be no worms in this vessel. And I will also take of them for priests and for Levites, saith the Lord. For as the new heavens and the new earth which I will make shall remain before me, saith the Lord, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me, for their worm shall not die, neither their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. Guys, tell me that don't sound like zombies. Tell me that don't sound like zombies. Right above this 1200, guys. Zombies and vampires. What is the Creator telling us? All this RNA stuff that's in these viruses. All these jabs went out recently with a bunch of RNA. What are they doing, guys? And what is the Creator telling us? Who are these men that transgressed? Didn't Adam transgress, guys? And what is this worm that shall not die? Guys, that's the HeLa. It's immortal. It ain't gonna die. Neither shall their fire be quenched. They shall be an abhorring to all flesh. This infinity stone, guys, that they're seeking is the HeLa. It's monstrous. Told you they want to cheat this wide def. Y'all think I'm joking. We're going to keep on digging on this, guys. This is some crazy stuff that we're finding over here. Much love to KG, and he's shooting me those alley-oops. KG, we on the court. You throwing me those alley-oops. And shout out to Universe and Mimi. Much love down there, girl. Much love to you guys from the front line. We're going to keep digging on this. There's much to be discovered. I love you guys so much. Take care.